Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now, before I get going here this morning, we want to express our most sincere condolences to Mark and Maureen in Australia. Their little dog Ellie went to doggy heaven yesterday. I don't want to be talking about this too long or I'm going to start crying because it's going to invoke memories of when I lost my dog. Yeah, what can I say? We're thinking of you guys. I think probably most of us know what it is to lose a pet. All right, now, enough about that. Let's try and be happy for the rest of the day, which is going to be really hard for you guys, I'm sure. Okay, about this gun. It apparently was a lot bigger than I thought it was. When I was making this, I was envisioning sort of a machine gun type thing that, you know, infantry would probably carry in the field. Well, you wouldn't be carrying this. So what I did was, I think it was Martin sent a link, and he gave the model number of so on, and I just quickly Googled it a little bit this morning, and I think I might have found a photograph, not a good photograph, but a photo taken of this exact gun and the way the basket and everything sort of is situated on it. Yeah, I could see it was definitely this gun. I'll see if I can find it again, and I'll maybe superimpose it at the risk of copyright infringement. I don't know. Okay, yeah, and you can see that it's a lot smaller than this one that we built, which is an 88. Which was supposed to be an 88 millimeter gun. So I just thought, hey, it's just a machine gun with a base, but it's not. It's a pretty big gun. I'm guessing. Well, I'm not going to guess. I'm going to see if I can find the actual details on it, and we'll post it. I was thinking about this photo etch basket that Corey said we catch fish with. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I was thinking what I'll do is I was thinking of making it and gluing it in place, and you know, it has to be very precariously fastened on. There's just one little part right there that holds the whole thing onto the side of the gun. And I was thinking, well, I'll be able to glue it on and the plastic will stick. But then I realized that when I spray this, the chances of me overspraying this grid that we're going to be making here is almost, I'd fill it in. So I think I'm going to glue this on after I've sprayed it separately, and that way there's not going to be as much danger of losing the detail in the basket. Otherwise, it's not going to look like a basket. It's going to look like a tub. Okay. What I did was I got one of Gabe's little figures here, and I stood it beside the gun here, and that really gives you an idea. I'll recompose here, and that really gives you an idea of the size of this smaller gun that goes on the conning tower. Apparently, I looked that up last night. I thought, where does this thing go? You know, and so yeah, it's going to go on the back of the conning tower, on a little platform there, which probably wasn't all that little. You would have been able to walk around on it, sort of. Yeah, I'm sort of lost for words here. I'm thinking about Mark and Maureen in Australia, I guess. Anyway, let's recompose here, and we've already got all the parts necessary. We've got to cut this photo etch piece out. It looks like there's about 2, 4, 6 places connected to this sheet. It shouldn't be hard. Let's recompose. Maybe we'll stick the macro lens on and have a nice close look, being as there's only one piece of photo etch. We're ready for Missy the dog. Oh, found out what Ed's dog looks like. Uh, Ed, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to show the viewers what your dog looks like. Like Ed, who painted that drew that picture. They got a dog named Harper, and yeah. So my goodness, we're gonna know more. I'm gonna know more what the dogs look like than what the viewers look like. Well, some of you folks, I know what you look like because you are in your videos. You know, it's like everybody knows what I look like, but I know what very few people look like. I know. I've had at least 2 people last summer comment and say we saw you on your motorcycle that live here in Winnipeg. Well, they knew me. I didn't know them. So yeah, that's the way it goes. I wish I did know you all. Some of you folks that have been commenting regularly for years now. Well, I know what Tennessee Jim looks like because he sent photos of himself standing beside his motorcycles. You know, I know what Mark in Australia looks like because he did videos and he appeared in some of his videos. Then there's a few others, not very many. There's Atacoke and Chris. Well, Atacoke and Chris came to Winnipeg here, and we went to McDonald's and had coffee together. That was a real honor, I'll tell you. Okay, let's recompose here and get going and try and get our thoughts model related. Hey Google, what time does the sun rise in Winnipeg this morning?
In Winnipeg today, the sun rose at 8:19 a.m.
Okay, we should be seeing it coming up over the bridge very shortly. Looks like we might have another nice sunrise this morning. All right, you can see here, when you see a 2 scale, and I do believe that, I haven't actually measured these figures that Gabe made, but he said that they were 1/64th scale. And he's pretty good at that sort of thing, so they probably are. And yeah, you can see this gun is actually a pretty hefty piece of equipment. You would not be carting one of those around in the as an infantryman in the field unless it was on wheels. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay, let's recompose here and nip off our little piece of photo etch, and I'm gonna do my best to not fill that in with paint. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit silly right now. Military modeler Paul, he knows how I feel right now, and that is because I was thinking I was videoing, nipping this off. Forgot to press record. Okay, yeah, and I had such an intelligent running commentary going at the same time too. You know, I was very impressed with myself. Well, you know what they say, pride comes before a fall. Okay, so we got our screen, and it has to have 2 bends in it, and I don't think either one of them, any of the bends are compound. I think it just has to bend from, I believe, from what you might call this little corner here, up at an angle, I think, to about here, and then from this up to an angle like that. I think that's the way it goes. I'm just going to have to check the manual, see if I've got that right. Anyway, can't win them all, folks. Can't win them all. Oh, we are having a nice sunrise, by the way. This part right here, little protrusion, is this piece right here. So I think I've got this at the right orientation, and this part right here, which looks like it's photo etch, but it's not. I had originally thought that I was looking for 2 pieces of photo etch a few days ago. And I thought, no, that's not right, because it doesn't say PE, it says E31. I thought, oh, it's plastic. And you can see they have tried to sort of simulate a basket there, so I'll have to try and not, like I was mentioning earlier, overspray this and fill in the detail. Okay, so this piece here, as near as I can tell, this is the right orientation. And it's as near as I can tell, we put this together. A pair of tweezers. Okay, I think this is supposed to go like this. Is that right? Okay, this is going to go up on the bottom of this basket that we're going to bend. It doesn't really want to fit that way, though, does it? Yeah, it does sort of. Yeah, it kind of fits that way. But at what angle? You know, like is it like this, or is it more of a shallow angle, or you know? I guess we'll know once we get this piece bent. Okay, so now let's try and get this piece bent, and then we'll be able to tell how the other parts go better. Okay, it looks like the bend goes from right here up to here. Okay, it doesn't go to this. You'll notice there's a little bit of a corner there. There's a little bit of a corner there, sort of. Corner here, corner here. So it looks like it goes from here to this one, which would be from here to this one. So let's get a dowel and bend it that way. I don't think it matters if we bend it this way or we bend it the other way, as long as we get them both in the same direction. And then we'll be able to see better. Yeah, is this? I'm just curious here now. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna fit okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's recompose here. I have the feeling that this might well be the most difficult piece of photo etch I've ever done. Oh, and speaking of photo etch, there's only 4 more pieces of photo etch left in this build. Okay, so we've got to make this so that this part, this part that I'm touching right now of the photo etch, it has to wrap around this, only on the other side, of course. So we've got to pick a dowel that is going to be about the right diameter. We don't want the radius too big, or it's not going to, the corner is not going to meet when it gets down to here. If you know what I mean. So let me move in a little bit here. Let's go a little bit smaller. Okay, maybe this one right here. That's sort of, yeah, well, maybe a smaller yet. Okay, get it so that the outside diameter that we have on this piece of plastic is the same as the outside diameter of the dowel. Okay, now if I was to lay it on here like this, and then we want to bend it. Where's my something to point with here? We want to bend it from right there and have the center of it right here. Although maybe if I was to put it like this, but mind you, where it hooks out of this part here, it's a little bit rounded. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is if I flub it up, I flub it up, you know. But I think I've got it right here. Now, how am I going to hook in? I wonder if I can utilize Andy's photo etch bender on this somehow. No. I've lost my perspective. Which way am I going to want to bend this? Something like this. I'm wondering if maybe I should be making a little mark on this thing. I would think if I was to make a tiny little mark with my Sharpie where I want the center of the fold to be, I'm wondering if it would be better to have it so that the radius is maybe less down here than it is up here, which means that I need a cone-shaped dowel. But maybe not either, because it has to go around this radius here, which is very similar to this one here. Well, other people did this. I mean, if other people did it, then I'm sure I can muddle through it too. It might be the only anti-aircraft gun that doesn't have a basket. Well, the captain can always say, well, it got, battle damage, or a giant squid got it, or something like that. Kind of hard to see, isn't it? Yeah, these corners are kind of off a little bit. Now the center of this bend is going to want to be right about here. The center of this one is going to want to be right about here. I can sort of see those marks. Okay. Now that's where we're going to want the center of the bend. So what I'm trying to do now is line this up so that when I clamp this down, maybe what I'll do is I'll get it centered like that and hold it down tight, excuse me, and then put this underneath. Let's get a little bit of tension going on here. Okay, that should work. That should work. Let's just turn this a little bit here. Now we're going to want to bend this up and around. Okay. Now, did I get it in the right place? I kind of did. Okay, now we're going to want to go the other way. I did remember to press record, didn't I? Yeah, I see a little red dot. Okay, good. I think that's pretty good. Or should it be pulled out a little bit more here? Well, let's see what happens. I suppose what if I really get it wrong, what I can do is flatten it out again because it is such a gradual bend. I don't think I'm gonna have metal fatigue being a problem. Now, what's this gonna? Are we gonna do here now? Kind of catching a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. I think it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close. Now, that means that, let's get this in here and just do sort of a dry run. Okay. Wouldn't it be terrible if I did this the wrong way? Oh, I think I can. I think I can make that go. Okay, and then this other piece has to somehow. Okay, so this other bend has to somehow fasten in up here. Is that gonna? That's not gonna match. That's not matching. Oh, maybe it's supposed to go the other way. That's why. Well, it's still not right. Still not right. Okay, this edge is pretty good. Okay, I think I see where I went wrong there. I might have to do this off camera, folks. I might have to do it off camera. Yeah, I think I've got this maybe just a little bit too big on the top. Yeah, it's just a little bit too much this way. Okay. Now, I haven't checked my footage yet, but there's a chance that I accidentally was moving this stuff in way too close and it was going out of focus. All right. I'll try and keep it over this little black dot here. Okay. I think I got it better. The trick now is going to be to glue this on and have it so that I'm not going to be filling the detail in with CA glue, because I'm going to have to use CA. Okay, you can see there it almost goes. Maybe if I was to just spread it apart just a little bit here. I might have to do this off camera. Then after this goes on here. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to do this off camera. I'm sorry. Come on in, Missy. Morning, Max.
Morning. It warmed up to minus 33, but it still doesn't feel too warm.
Okay. Just let me get settled down here, Missy. Okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. So how are you this morning, Max?
Oh, I feel like someone stole my horse.
Now apparently they used to hang somebody if they would steal a horse years ago.
I feel like hanging somebody.
Subaru person, maybe?
Oh, that electric steering modulator. The part itself, $650.
And then the labor?
And it may very well have come undone when I hit that speed bump, you know, at 60 miles an hour in Mexico.
It could have, but it's funny it didn't happen then, but you know, who knows, eh?
Well, it shortened the life of a number of things, I think, including me. And
yeah, probably the scare probably took 10 years off your life.
well, it was a shock.
Yeah.
Rainey's got to take her car in this morning because of the defroster. Her heater isn't working, so they're a two-car family with no cars, and it feels odd. I mean, it's not awful. I'm going to have anything delivered these days, and if you want to go, you go by Uber. But that's okay.
Such is life, yeah. I know very few people are like me that just park their car and leave it for maybe 6 weeks at a time.
Oh, I think there's a lot of people like you, Ron.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Oh, by the way, found out what kind of dog Harper is. Ed sent a picture, actually.
Yeah?
And I'll be putting it in today's episode.
And are you going to dare to define what kind of dog he has by the look of the dog?
And no, he actually said it's half. I think it's Chihuahua and half Dachshund or something. I wrote it down.
Oh, half Chihuahua and half Dachshund.
Yeah, and it's called a
Chinweenie.
Chinweenie. Yeah.
Harper, well, hello, Harper the Chinweenie. Wow. Yeah, I gotta be sure and look at that picture that you put online.
Yeah, as long as I.
Because Dexter down the street is a Dachshund.
Oh, okay.
He's a real killer too.
Yeah.
I'm getting the look.
As long as I remember to put it in, that is.
Yes. Well.
Yeah.
Missiles?
Oh, one of the other viewers lost their dog. Went to doggy heaven yesterday. Fellow in Australia.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it is sad. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So they give us so many happy days and one really, really sad one.
Yeah, you know, I commented that to a viewer. I said that you had said that, you know, many happy days and then one really sad one.
If I don't see you noonish, I will see you at 3:30.
3:30. That's right. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Uh-oh. I'm gonna call you Itchy.
Yeah, she got. I don't know if she scratches her chin like that sometimes. Sometimes I think it's the way it's soothing herself. I don't know. Well, the frost is disappearing a little bit.
It's not as bad as yesterday.
Yep. It's warming up. Woo! Thanks, Ron.
Okay. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. I did rebend this here just before Missy came. And I was in the process of trying to see how I could get it to more or less stay where it's supposed to be all by itself. I kind of had it figured out, but now I've forgotten what I was doing. I think it was something like this. We'll recompose. Yeah. Years of happy days, and then suddenly one really bad one. Okay, Okay, let's recompose. Maybe if I was to, what if I was to fasten this thing down on some sticky paper, like masking tape, then it wouldn't be moving around. I could put a little bit more. Hey, it almost fell into place there. Anyway, that's the idea. Let's recompose here because you can't see that. Okay, I got a little block here that already has a piece of sticky tape on it, but it has been used, so I don't know how effective it's going to be. We should be able to stick this down here. I don't think it's going to want to move. Yeah, that should work. Now, my thinking is that I'll be able to a lot more easily line everything up. At least that's the plan. Okay. Sticking to my finger. I was hoping it would stick to the tape. But maybe the tape does not come out far enough. It's just a small piece of tape. Maybe I should have put a bigger piece. I'll just take this off. Move this back a little bit like that. Okay, now there should be enough sticky tape right there that this piece of plastic will catch on it. Something like this. Now, maybe what I should do is bend this one. I was going to call it a leaf, but maybe that's not the right word. I'm going to hold it down with something. Bend this out. Might have to take this off here. Now don't go poking my eye out with the other end of this knife here. Okay, how does that look? No, it's not right on this side. Okay, let's check the monitor. Now it's wrong on the other side. Okay, so what have I got to do here? I've got to twist this thing like this. Just let me push stop here for a minute and readjust everything. I think you can see what I'm trying to do here. Okay, I think I have basically got it. Took me about 5 minutes to get it to the place you see right now. Now, if I could manage to glue this corner and this corner and not have the CA glue go wicking its way down the mesh. Yeah, I don't think I dare to try and glue along the bottom here because I'll probably end up CAing it to the tape. So let's see if I can. I wonder, maybe probably CA thick might be the best, and just see if I can just take and just rub just a little bit along there. I think that might work. We are probably undoubtedly going to lose a little bit of the detail of the mesh. I'm going to try not to. It's going to be almost impossible to just glue the edge of this photo etch piece against the plastic rod, if you know what I mean. Just let me get my photo etch here and think about this for a bit here. But I think I do got the shape just about right. Where's the other piece here? I wonder how this is supposed to go. Can I maybe kill two birds with one stone here? Is this supposed to go? I think it's supposed to go like this. Whoops. And just get it in there. Very, very gently. Very gently. Oh. Why is this not going now? Maybe I should use a pair of tweezers sort of come in from the side a little bit. Okay, now, oops, the plastic part, we could glue that. How are we doing here? I better wait with this part until after I get the mesh attached to that frame. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and do it along the inside. Does it look like the two things in question have made contact? I think so. I'll find a place to put my cocktail stick. And I'm going to get a little bit of curing agent on one of Gabe's swabs. Now I'm not worried about, if Gabe's swab fills it up. It doesn't really matter because the mesh, that is, because this will completely evaporate. Okay. Now I think we glued the two parts together on that corner. Let's just wait for a minute and then see if I can put a little bit of force maybe on this and tuck this corner in behind, similar to the other corner. Then we can take it off of the block and glue the other part of the frame. Okay, I'm guessing about 2 minutes has passed here, and I think that if our glue made contact here, this shouldn't move. No, we did it. Okay, now let's see if I can just very, 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 very gently tuck this in just a little bit here. Like that. Yeah, I think I got it. Looks good to me. Okay. Couldn't remember where I put my cocktail stick. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing again. I might have to turn this a bit out of your field of view because I have to sort of see what I'm doing here. Okay, I think I basically got it. I might even have it better than I did the other one. Okay, now the curing agent thing again. Okay, once again, a couple of minutes has passed here. Does this look like it's cured? Yeah, that's not sticky anymore. Okay, now we should be able to very carefully lift this up. Maybe I should be prying it from underneath rather than picking it up like this and squeezing it. I should maybe grab it somehow from underneath. Let's see if I can get the tweezer underneath there and get it off of the sticky tape. It shouldn't be on there too hard. There we go. I see what's happened. This is stuck on there too. Let's break it off there very carefully so we don't put any stress on our CA glue jointed parts. Okay, now we want to just turn this over somehow. Maybe I could grab it by this now. Okay. This way. Looks like a hockey net. My goodness. 1/64th scale hockey net. Yeah. Now what we need is a 1/64th scale Wayne Gretzky. I don't think he plays anymore, does he? I remember when he was the big name here in Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg is where he started out with the Winnipeg Jets, but I could be wrong. Okay. I think I can I think I can get that. We're going to just let the, maybe I should stick it down, if I can, onto the tape so that it's not going to move. I'm going to have to recompose here just a little bit. Okay. Let's see if I can keep this from running down now. I just wanted to join those two together. That's one thing about CA glue, it will not shrink. Or at least if it does, it's very, very little. I think once this is painted... Okay, let me check the monitor. You guys can see this way clearer than I can. Okay, how about right here? Yeah, I think I basically got it, don't I? I wonder if I was to come in from the back. No, that's not going to work too good. See, I don't want it to run down into the mesh and plug the detail of the holes. Does it look like it's still joined here, or is there a gap there again? Okay, let's get some curing agent on that. Oh. Might have to sand this. I think the curing agent sort of might have instantly, yeah, made it kind of rough there, didn't it? Yeah, I might be able to very gently sand that, so because that will show. But I think it's pretty strong. Okay, I'm going to just off camera now do the same sort of thing down the side. And then I think it'll be fairly strong. Then we'll try and glue this part on. Okay, I'm using one of Chris's alligator clips here. I've got it glued probably 90% or better all the way around. I don't think there is any place where the photo etch is not attached to the frame, as near as I can see anyway. I know the CA glue is clear, but it looks to me like it is fairly strong here. Let's let me get this clip off of here now. Alright. Yeah, whenever I'm picking it up with my fingers, it does feel fairly clear. Now we are going, or fairly strong, I mean. We're going to need to fasten this down a little bit here, like this, so we can put a little bit of force on it. Now this part here, well, it goes on the back. Okay, yeah, it's going to go, where's my tweezers again? Okay, it's got to go like this. I think what I'm going to do is use some extra thin and try and glue the plastic together, and then once I get that nice and strong, then I'll try and twist the photo etch mesh to match up. Not having very good luck here. I know what I want to do, but it's not working. Okay, just try and get this right up against there. Maybe I should have this positioned better so that I can let gravity be my friend instead of having it this way. So if I pick this up again and twist it a bit so that it's more orientated like this, if you know what I mean. Maybe I should be utilizing the helping hands, or a third hand of my own, which I don't have. Okay, now I can only envision a problem with this piece wanting to fall through the hole. I wonder if I should take a little piece of paper and lay it across the top. I'm going to just try it first. Maybe these ones would be better. Try it first like this. It might not fall through the hole. It fell through the hole. I almost had it though, didn't I? Getting kind of shaky here. I just grab it right on the edge like that. It's actually a pretty good fit now. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that everything is sort of working out here. Okay. Now, if I could get some Tamiya along that and join those two plastic parts together, then later I might be able to bend this mesh. It only has to go about 1 millimeter this way. Trying to move this up a bit. Okay, now. Okay, I'm going to use the Tamiya thick here, and I don't want to try and get most of it off of the applicator here. No, we don't want it to be filling up the gap. I mean, we don't want it to be filling up the detail. We just want it to sort of fill the gap here. And please do not stick to the applicator. This glue that I'm using now has very little shrinking ability. I might have too much on there. Or maybe not. Just trying to fill up that gap. When it's painted, I don't think we're going to be able to see this. Okay. Okay, let's quit. Let's quit. It looks like the glue fell through right there, maybe. Yeah, I wonder if I could just push this up just very, very gently, just a little bit here. Close that gap. There. Now if that glue doesn't fall through, it should dry fairly strong. You know, I'm going to call her quits for today. There's been other stuff happening here today as well. And, excuse me, and so I'm going to call her quits, and we'll look at this tomorrow, because it's going to take probably a couple hours for this glue to dry. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.